All right. We are live, grasshoppers. Normally we get out here and we try to have some fun, but with all this stuff going on in the world, I think we got to be a little careful today. Uh, Happy Columbus Day to everybody, but obviously what's going on over in the Middle East there, Israel, and scary stuff. We lost Mark there for a second, but he'll be back. So again, scary stuff, everybody. And I think we should all, Mark and I, going to talk about it a little bit. Um, we should all be very vigilant here, whether you're near a synagogue or whatever it is. With the open borders, you just don't know who's in our country now. A lot of concern amongst military that Hamas could be here in our country as well.
I'm back.
So,
Sorry, I apologize.
no problem. No problem at all. I was just telling people, I said we should all be vigilant. I guess we got to be careful what we say, but a lot of military.
See, I disagree. There's no careful.
No, I mean, as far as our source, as far as what we're hearing and like our sources or something.
That part, yeah. And yeah. I think the bottom line is, to your point, we have to be really hyper vigilant right now.
Yeah.
And it sucks because that's not the way we want to live. But I'm just gonna let it rip, Tom.
Yeah.
When you allow literally millions, not thousands, not hundreds of thousands, millions of people across your border, and you have no absolute idea. Think of this. There's not a tighter border security on the planet than Israel, and they got attacked.
Right.
Ours is wide open. So do the math, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the going back like long-term history? What is the dispute all about?
Well, so I apologize for not knowing the exact years and all this stuff, but when I guess the United Nations determined that there's a Jewish state and it would be in Israel, and this was by and large a result of what the Nazis did to them. And this battle over whose homeland it is has been going on for hundreds of years, centuries, and this is just a continuation of that. And
so it's a battle over the land, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
It's not a religious battle, anything like that.
Yeah, it's a religious battle in the sense it's been centuries long, and it's always who determines whose homeland it is, and holy land is a better word to say, holy land. But that aside, so if we look at 2 weeks ago when Biden handed over $6 billion to Iran, and Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State, says, hey, it's only to be used for humanitarian funds. Okay, so there's three things you need to go to war. One are war fighters, two is weapons, and three is medical. That's really all you need to go to war with. And if you have X amount and all that has to go to cover all three, and then you get $6 billion for humanitarian needs. Now you can use that for the medical part of it, and it puts more money into the planning. And this is, look, there's no, and even though Blinken's trying to walk around in the White House, this is Iran. Iran, they trained them, they planned this, and this is the result of what we're seeing. So we're funding this. Yeah. At the end of the day, our American taxpayer dollar, and it infuriates me, Tom. I'm sorry if I'm getting upset, but it's absolutely insanity what on every level what's going on in this country. Now, this is just a furtherance. I mean, this guy's determined to get us all killed eventually. I don't know what the plan here is because this is not cool at all.
Well, let me ask you a question, and I don't know if I'm more making a statement, or not a statement. It's asking a question. So some people believe that so we send money to Ukraine, we send money to Iran, other countries. You said so. Some people think, well, we shouldn't do that. It's our money, it's our taxpayer dollars. But the other people will say, well, if we don't send them money, then China will send them money, or Russia will send them money. Yeah. So now they're beholden to those other countries. So that's why we do that. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that, and that could be eliminated simply by crushing China and Russia economically. Well, Russia is easy to do.
Really?
We could shut them down economically. Yeah, they're a gas station. They all of their income is fuel, is energy.
But where are we going to get where are we getting our fuel then?
Well, see, that's part of the problem. You have a president on first day says, "I'm going to kill fossil fuel, output here in the United States of America," and he's done that. He's effectively done that.
Right.
When Trump left, and I'm not going to promote either guy, but let's look at just facts. When Trump left, we were the leading exporter of oil on the planet. Right. We are far from that now.
Right.
And energy is security, right?
Yeah.
So we're funding, Saudi, we're funding Iran, we're funding Russia by buying oil. And China, we could make it tough on China to do business here. And they're reliant upon us. And their economy right now is in really bad shape.
Right.
So,
excuse me. I apologize. Excuse me. You know what's funny? I don't know, it's funny. I shouldn't say funny. But you know what? So we're going to get to the point where I saw a guy did a video, I think it was a Reels, and he talked about, okay, now people want to have electric trucks, for instance, and it takes two big batteries that are like 8,000 pounds each or something like that. And
Yep.
to build those batteries, you have to have this factory to build them. And the people, they're going to the energy providers in those towns and saying, you're wanting more draw than we have currently with the whole city. You just can't do this. It's just not
You know,
feasible to try to do this.
So electricity's been around since when? A long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are we not all driving electric vehicles all this time? Because
Yeah.
they're not practical. They're
I
not,
know.
again, this I don't know what their end game is. I kind of do, but it's just my thought. And it's the electric vehicle and the killing of fossil fuels certainly is led us to the point we're at right now.
Right.
Where hostile actors have no fear of us at
Yeah.
all. Think what's happened.
Yeah.
Putin only moved into Ukraine when Biden got in office because he saw that disastrous pullout in Afghanistan. And I don't know if this is fact again because there's a lot of stuff out there, Tom. You just don't know what to believe. But I did see where, and it's to me entirely plausible, where Afghanistan is selling weaponry that we left behind to bad actors. I mean, it's the Taliban.
Yeah, I know.
We're not talking about nice people here. They go la 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 Taliban.
I know. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's almost it's so
ignorant.
Yeah, it's like really we can either we really did think it through and we want these bad actors to get the weapons, or we didn't think it through at all.
Yeah.
Either one of those two, right?
Yeah.
Or we get back to the subject too. I just want to get Barry on here, our magical Gary. Compliment you on what was going on in Colorado.
So thank you, Barry. Yeah, it was a great weekend. I appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. So first game we played was Vegas. Jason.
Oh, Jason was there.
Yeah. Great guy. By the way, what a great dude.
The Wolverine. This guy.
He is a great dude.
I got to get him back on the show.
Dinner Saturday night, and he just a fantastic human being. I love
that
guy.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
But anyhow, so we played. It was a nice game. We won 3-0. It was and again, understand, what it is, right?
Right.
It's to get veterans together, have a good time, play a little hockey, camaraderie.
Right.
Maybe you served with this dude on Vegas in Iraq or Afghanistan, so that's the thing. Then the second game's Philly.
Oh.
That's all I have to tell you.
Did you have a brawl?
Well, not a brawl, but they have a history now in this Warrior Classic, or not Warrior Classic, but in the Warrior Division in USA Hockey, of let's just put it being Philly.
Oh, is that right? Eh? Wow.
Brad Marsh runs the program.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Does he get into it, or is he condoning this?
Yeah. Oh, listen. When he hosted, or the Flyers hosted the Classic 2 years ago,
right?
They had a major brawl with Colorado. And the Flyer executives, because the tournament was held at the Flyer practice facility.
Oh, wow.
And I guess some higher ups were there like, going, what is going on out there? We thought this was like
we get some vets duking it out on the ice.
Yeah. So anyhow, long story short, again, our level, we have maybe one AAA player, Jeff Farr, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely AAA. He grew up playing with Van Riemsdyk and all those guys, right? But then there's, pretty significant drop. But these are all the teams. And again, it's not about the hockey. It's about getting together, having a good time.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So this, we have one blind player. We all wear black helmets. John O'Connell wears a white helmet. And it says in blazing letters, blind, right, on his helmet. And he's wearing, sunglasses under his face shield. So, I mean, it kind of gives it away, right?
Yeah.
Well, he goes up along the wall. I'll send you the video. It's unbelievable. This kid hog ties him and face plants him into the ice.
Had something else happened? Something else happened, or just randomly did it?
No, he just randomly did because he was frustrated because they were losing to New Jersey. Right.
Okay.
So, I just lose my shit. I'm on top of the bench screaming. The ref skates over to me and he starts giving me, and I'm like, buddy, it's a blind man. It's a blind
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that somebody would do that to anybody, but a blind man.
Well, that's the thing. He goes, well, we didn't know he's blind. I said, okay, well, that's pretty stupid of you because it says all over his helmet. Yeah. But even if it wasn't a blind guy, that's okay to do. Just knock that guy and face plant.
Oh, that's funny.
So wait, it gets better than so there was one play.
I just don't want to lose this one comment in case it goes up by another one of our veterans there. Good buddy. Good morning, the legend, the GOAT, Mark. You're spot on, my brother. We were talking about that stuff before.
He's a patriot. And he's a sheepdog. He'll be out there if needed.
Yeah, good. I just want to make sure we got that.
That was the whole, and that started the whole, so every pregame meeting, whatever it was, I always ended it with F Philly. And we
That's
did
amazing. That's amazing that Flyers. But you know what's funny? I do all these shows with the Full Change podcast, and everybody
Yeah.
that talks like we all respect each other. We respected we maybe didn't like each other, but you respect the Devils, respect the Islanders. You know, out in LA, we respected the Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. But when it comes to Philadelphia, there's no respect. It's
nobody. And what's
yeah.
funny, it's not just it's not just in New Jersey. It's across the board with all
Yeah.
the Warrior programs.
Yeah.
They hate Philly. And in fact, a couple of guys on my team actually should be playing for Philly, but they went to a practice player and they said, screw this. And they came up, they're willing to drive the hour and a half up to play with us.
That's that right? Eh? That's amazing. That's amazing that a team like that.
It's unbelievable.
Like the same way. Yeah.
But it comes from the top. It's Brad Marsh. I mean, he's encouraging this stuff.
Really? Because he really wasn't that kind of a player. He was a hard player, but he wasn't a dirty guy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got in his head, but I guess he thinks this is like the way we operate.
Well, we played against the Flyer alumni a few times, and I don't think they let Dave Schultz participate in the stuff. I think they feel like he's going to snap out there. Yeah.
You think he would though?
I didn't think so. I've met him a few times. Yeah, most guys. Yeah. Well, we had the outdoor game. What was that? 7 or 8 years ago when the Rangers played, and Bob Hound Dog Kelly punched me in the back of the head, and I'm looking at him like, "What are you doing?"
Did he really?
Yeah. If I had retaliated, it would have been a fight. But I'm looking at him going, yeah, there's 45,000 people in the stands, a bunch of old guys skating around.
That's awesome. I don't know, man. Is it the water down there? And like even in all the sports, like baseball, football.
Oh, I know. The fans are nasty. Yeah. I wonder what it is. I guess Philly's kind of get that tough reputation too, right?
Well, it's a tough town. Listen, in professional boxing, if you're going up against a Philly dude, you're in for war.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. In fact, Nathan Parrott, when he turned pro and moved down here to New Jersey, his first 2 fights were at the Blue Horizon in Philadelphia, which had bodyguards to get in the building. I mean, not bodyguards, but security to get in, and it was a grinder. It was a grinder.
Nathan, the former player.
Yeah,
he get into boxing.
Oh, he moved down to New Jersey because he called me up. He said, "Coming back from Russia, I want to box." I said, "Well, listen, I wouldn't send my son to Paterson, New Jersey, to learn how to play hockey." But I wouldn't send my son to Toronto to learn how to box. So you got to move down there. And he did. He came down.
So did he become a pro boxer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. What's he doing now? He's not boxing now, is he?
No, he's for quite a while now. He works. He started off as a SWAT team member for Bruce Power up in Northern Ontario.
Oh.
And now he went to switch over to fire department because it said SWAT was boring. I mean, there's nothing going on.
Well.
And he says, I'm getting paid to work out. I just work out in the gym all day here.
Oh.
But anyway, he switched over to fire department with Bruce Power. Now he's in management. So he's really progressed himself up the ladder.
He had a pretty good NHL career too, didn't he?
He played about 100 games up and down. Okay. I mean, he was a fourth liner, tough kid. And then he went over and played in Russia with Chekhov, with Chris Simon, and I forget the other guy. But anyhow, so they had the fireman competition. And he sent me a video. He just blew everybody out.
Oh, is that right? Eh?
Wow. Oh, he's a beast. I mean, he's just a beast.
Yeah. I remember my father was in the fire department. They had they had the tug of war and all that kind of stuff. And we go in there and make about 1,000 beers.
This was like for time where you had to run and then go way up the ladder, do a dead man drag and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. Oh, those firefighter days. So just so you know, we had the farm and we sold that when I was about probably like 14 or 15 years old. My father had been a volunteer firefighter and ambulance driver. And so then the shift to being a firefighter was he went off to school, firefighter school, and became the chief. So all the firefighters would come up to our house. It was out in the country. They'd ride their snowmobiles. These guys were hammered too, ride the snowmobiles. Oh God, they were funny guys. Oh man.
I'll tell you what, and Nathan fits right into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I've been around a lot of strong people, explosive people. When I saw him do a quadruple clap push-up.
Oh.
So as you go up, you clap. Behind your back, you clap, then 2 before you hit.
Oh, wow.
And he could do it like rolling out of bed.
Wow. I didn't know he was like that. Wow. Where's he from?
He is from
he's a Toronto.
Oshawa.
Yeah.
I think, he grew up in Toronto.
Right, Toronto there. Yeah. And his son was a pretty good player too, right?
He's in the American League now, and he may get called up because he protected Bedard in a couple of the exhibition games and he fought their tough guy and pretty well.
Oh.
They did a good job.
Wow.
And he's built just like him.
I wonder about Bedard. Bedard's not small, but he's not a big guy either, right?
No, he's like 5'9", but you know what? You see his legs are like Marty St. Louis. And
Yeah.
he's just a ball of muscle on
Oh,
skates.
yeah. Wow.
So he's hard to knock over because he's so low.
Yeah.
He's got that, like he could drive a train. If you watch him, he reminds me a little bit in a different way, but similar. Like Fleury used to come into the blue line really quick because he's a fast guy. But then once he hit the blue line with that wide stance, he kind of just glides, you know? And I see Bedard doing similar things, but I think the difference is Bedard shoots BBs. His shot is just ridiculous.
I know, right?
Insane.
Those sticks they use now, it's funny. Like I can't stick on those sticks. The puck bounces off my stick all the time, anyways, but bounces even more.
Did you ever notice you get bad elbows from those sticks?
No, really?
Yeah, because they're too whippy. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I don't even use them. I got an old wooden stick that I use for clinics and everything.
Yeah, I love it.
So let's talk a little football here. Our Giants, well, your Jets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, the kid is talented.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's all here.
Totally. Like he's almost got like this cocky arrogance, which is great to be confident. But when you're a young player, like you show your teammates that you're into it. Yeah. Yeah. You just get like, kind of, I don't really care that much. Yeah.
Show it on the field and then earn the respect, and then you can start talking.
Right. Daniel Jones for the quarterback for the Giants. I love the kid, but man, I know he's got no offensive line. That hurts him, but still, and he's shown how good he can be. Like there's a couple plays at third downs where he threw the ball low. The guy didn't have a chance to run with it. Yeah.
What was interesting about the Jet game, their OC, I guess, was with Denver last year. And that Sean Payton was bad mouthing to him. Blah, 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 blah. And if you saw the game, all the players were just getting around him, high-fiving and pumping him. Yeah, at the end of the game.
Robert Saleh, the coach, he was good after the game. He went up to him too and hit Saleh's jack too, right?
I think he went to. Did he go to Western Michigan?
Northern Michigan.
Northern Michigan. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, he's.
I'm sorry,
Northern
not
Michigan Wildcat. But he was jacked up yesterday. Would he say? I think he said to the coach, "Stay humble."
Like for sure. Yeah, act like you've done it before.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Peyton's. What's he doing that for? Like bad mouthing another coach.
Because he's frustrated because he's 1-4. He's one of the top dudes in the league, and it's.
So he's trying to make it look like they badly coached before.
He's probably trying to fire his guys up a little bit too, but he fired up the wrong guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gotta watch
Tom, I hope to see some New Jersey work. Yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a whole bunch of. We'll get Jimmy Jam. We'll get
Yeah, he mentioned Jimmy Jam here. Where was it on TV that Barry was watching?
They have a thing now for quite a while called Live Barn.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. If I had known that, I would have shaved.
You know what? You know what's funny? I've been involved in a couple of projects that were way ahead of it. Not that I put together, but people wanted us to help find the money for them. That one was this barcode scanner, which is everywhere now. But this was like 20 some years ago, and the cell phone cameras.
You'd be sitting on a beach right now. Can I have another one, please?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna win the lottery tonight.
What's it up to?
Oh, I think it's like 600 and some million in cash. I think it's like 1.2 billion. Yeah. Imagine that. I think what I'd do is I'd have my sons split it and accept it, because if I got it,
be kind of weak. And I know what you do with it too.
Oh God, I'd be in the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly. Singapore.
What other? You've traveled around the world quite a bit, right? You've been
a bit, yeah.
What other country would you ever want to live
in? That I've been to,
or even to go, even if you haven't been to it. Let's say, just what you see.
You know, it's funny. I can't think of one, because I don't think you have even though things are messed up here. You know, like maybe as a second place to go, like and chill for 6 months. I have a good friend of mine. He did well. He had an accounting business. He lives like for 6 months a year in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
And then he has an apartment in the city he comes back to, you know. Right. And so, but that would require winning a lottery. Yeah,
no kidding. Yeah, that was things. Yeah. Okay. So let's say Barry says the annuity is $1.6 billion. Thank you, Barry. All right. So let's say you win the $1 billion. We touched on this before. Did it change your lifestyle? Or do you? I mean,
well, I think to your point, I have 2 sons. I would make sure they're set up and they're fine. Right. A big chunk of it, I would like to think I'd be smart enough to give away to a really good charitable organization.
Right.
And then, you know, I have shoes.
Yeah, I know. And I don't think I'd be a guy buying houses all over the place. I'd just have a hotel room. Yeah.
I would probably, with that money, seriously, I would look to move far in the woods and homestead.
Yeah.
Grow my own food, and that requires money. But yeah, I would love to do that.
Spain. Everybody wants to go to Spain here.
Spain is supposed to be cool. But the only problem is everybody's here, all our friends and family. It's
I know. You know what I'd like to get? There's a motorhome called the Earth Roamer. It's this luxurious thing. And it's got like all the modern technology, so you can live out in the woods, like no electricity or whatever, all the solar panels, all that kind of stuff. But it's really fancy and everything too. But they're all like the big ones worth like $1.5 million. This thing.
Oh God, yeah,
Oh,
I can't imagine. Yeah. But the thing with that is, once Joe Biden, because he said he's going to build a bridge across the Pacific to India.
I saw that. You know what? I honestly, I feel bad for him because he should.
Not a minute, guys. He's a crook. He's a corrupt politician.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. But it's just.
It's elder abuse for sure.
Yeah. To be up. I mean, well, remember all the pictures from the past where he's like touching the young girls and all this kind of stuff.
He's a freak, man. And his daughter's diary, she said he used to shower with him like when she was old enough not to be even thinking about it.
Oh God.
And I'm not going to be easy on him ever again. Never.
I feel like it's just like, think about other people, other leaders around the world, and looking and saying, okay, that's the best you guys have got.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's like let's relate it to your job. Guy's going in the corner with the puck, and even now, whatever. He's 106 pounds, and he's got glasses, and he's whatever. This is how they look at. This is how they're looking at it. I mean,
oh, I know.
Putin, all these.
Yeah, like
murderers.
Putin's saying to himself, "Well, I'll just go do whatever I want to do."
But think about it. Look at how spread thin we've just become in a week.
Yeah,
less than a week. Because we sent out a carrier to the Mediterranean. So I don't want to say too much, but things are happening.
Yeah, Joe Biden couldn't fill Legos on the bridge.
Keith, he couldn't get a job as a greeter at Walmart.
And didn't he make a campaign promise that he was going to discontinue the wall, the southern border? And now he's. Then why has he?
The thing is that then Peter Doocy says to Karine Jean-Pierre, the president, so walls do work. She goes, no, they don't.
So why are you doing it? Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
I like when they ask some tough questions to her, and she just blows them off. Like she tries
I
to
hope
find
you're paying her well, man.
Oh, yeah, really? Who'd want to do that job? So she's the press secretary. Is that what her title is?
Yeah.
What? What is this? It's like Tom's line mate being Richard Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to put any fear into anybody.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, he fell asleep overseas.
Oh, man. There's one recently he walked into the flag. So instead of walking to the podium, he walked in the flag.
Tom, he auditioned to get a job as an elevator operator.
Oh,
but he couldn't remember the route.
Oh, that's good. I like that one. Where was I? I was in Costco, and they get the self-checkout line. Oh. And this one nice, I think it's Jamaican woman, really big smile on her face, really nice. She's helping this one gentleman get things set up. And then at the end, he put his stuff all through the machine, the whole bit, and then it's time to pay. And he was really funny. He turns to her, and she had a great sense of humor too. He says, "Do you want me to pay for this, or are you going to do it?" And it's just the way he delivered it, and her reaction, it was just hilarious. I thought that was good. Awesome. I'm going to use that line somewhere down the road.
Yeah. I like it. That's awesome.
I don't know what it is about Costco too. There's a lot of veterans going in there. It's pretty cool. They've all got their hats on and the whole bit. So we're chatting away.
Yeah, well, could be because it's a good place to go for
good stuff. And they got healthy food there too. Obviously pricing's part of it. Yeah. You know what? I took the entire day off yesterday from everything. I didn't do my motivational video in the morning, no cooking show. Man, that was
a good reset.
Yeah, you know what? It was.
No, I was gonna say Beth did Saturday. She couldn't get off the couch because she's been training. She's running next week in Detroit in a race, which I'm gonna talk to her about that. But anyhow, yeah. And then when I got home last night, I couldn't. I was feeling crappy because I couldn't adjust it, even though it's 2 hours. And like the way they do it, too, you play a game, you have enough time to eat, maybe take a 20-minute nap, then you got another game.
Right. And how'd you get to fly out there?
Yeah, and travel.
Oh, I know. God.
I had to take a car. A car drove me to Newark. Then it just sucks.
Yeah, I know. I hate travel now. Oh,
yeah, brutal.
I gotta get out of this. Like, I just want to be at home. I don't.
And then I had the middle seat both times out, which is awful. But yesterday, God bless them, I had two rather large ladies.
Right.
That for 3 hours flight, all they did was eat.
Oh.
So I'm like all squished up like this, like a sardine.
One of the funniest flights I was on, I was in the middle seat, and it was a long flight too. So, I know. And the guy beside me was a big guy, really nice guy, but big, and he's sweaty, and you're like he's rubbing against you, he's hot and everything. And then there's this kind of a pretty boy sitting on my other side, and the big guy let one rep, and
Jesus.
stunk awful. Now the pretty boy sitting beside me, he's looking at me like I did it.
Like you did.
Now, yeah, and I'm not going to throw the other guy under the bus.
Oh, I would.
So kept staring at me like he was going. Yeah, no. I said, I turned to him. I said, "What the f do you want? Quit staring at me." And I actually got more pleasure out of it because
Sure.
he's trying to act tough, like he's a pretty boy and everything like that. Oh God.
So this morning, you know how on Facebook you can, like, the memories pop up, right? So there was one, I guess 3 years ago or so, that was Bill Brown had gave us an assignment over the weekend. Here's your homework.
Okay.
You have to write a 5-sentence poem about the animal you identify with, right?
Okay.
And so Bill's was amazing. Then Blake, my friend, his was great, and then Augie's was great. And I couldn't come up with anything, so Beth wrote me one.
Right.
I am the jaguar. People think I'm a car, but I'm a cat. So I am. That was it. Yeah.
Huh. So a five sentence.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll send it over to you because Bill's was, you know, you can imagine Bill's
Yeah.
was incredible.
So I am a sheepdog. I am a sheepdog.
Yeah.
I don't lay by the log. And I don't eat frogs
In the fog.
in the fog or near the bog.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
cool.
wasn't really
I like
good.
that. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that was really good in poetry.
Yeah. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Tom, do you fight first? I know you make class there. No. I wouldn't mind if I can't get that bougie thing going on in first class, right?
It's expensive, man. It's really
Yeah, no kidding.
twice the price.
Well, there's one thing. So if you win the lottery, do you go private jets or first class? I guess it depends how long too. But we don't want to fly anyways, right?
I mean, if you win $1 billion, you get your own jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although if they get that net jets or whatever it is, where
Well,
you
that's the
rent,
other thing too. You
rent
can
them.
rent them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to own anything. Maybe I'll own a car. Everything else I'll just rent.
Yeah, I'd keep my car because I know where everything is.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, rent. You rent some. I was going to say rent women, but that's not nice to say.
No.
Pete Carmanis, so now who's owned the Carolina Hurricanes?
Yeah.
He's from Michigan. It's not like we're best buddies, but we know I can't remember where we were at lunch or something, and he says if it flies, floats, or I rent it.
That's awful.
How about a boat? You ever have a boat?
No, but I grew up in a lake. I've always been on the water, so I would love a boat. Yeah, absolutely.
I've had 2 boats, but they say that the best 2 days of owning a boat are when you get it and you sell it.
Really?
Yeah. The problem with a boat is, it's a lot of work. Getting to it, paying for like around here, you got to pay for the slip, you got to winterize it, all that stuff.
If you have $1 billion, you hire.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Yeah, we had like about a 30-foot boat. It was nice, but yeah, you want to get a nice big one so you can go out there all day with the air conditioning and all that. Yeah.
Got a little dinghy, but not a boat.
I know. Yeah, that's right too. You get a crew to. No, I don't want a crew on mine. Go there.
Yeah, you get a captain. You get,
That's true, but they better not be bothering me. Like, just leave me alone.
No, but just let them know. Listen.
Yeah, bring some guests out there. Yeah. Some guests.
Yeah.
So does it be a boat, motorhome? Yeah, I think I'm more in the motorhome than a boat.
Motorhomes are cool.
Yeah. Especially if you got a nice piece of property, you just store it right there, like have a big shed for it. So
here's what you do. You get the motorhome, but then you get a boat, but you live on the boat.
Good point.
In the slip.
Good point. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They go down to Florida during the winter,
cool.
right? And
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's cool, yeah. Oh.
Right. Until the hurricane hits. It's not so cool.
No kidding. I've always thought though of a motorhome, like I'm not a mechanic at all. So they're out there driving out in the middle of nowhere and then all of a sudden it breaks down on you.
I can handle a hammer. That's about it.
Yeah. Huh.
But then again, you hire a crew, like a road crew.
Yeah, good point.
Like
yeah, good
crew.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got all that money. Yeah. I think what I do is like if we get the motorhome, like build a big trailer with all the weights in it, and like a portable gym.
You know who did that? Obi-Wan. He bought a trailer. He drives like to the beach. He trains all these kids. He puts all the stuff in there. Yeah.
I didn't know
good
that.
idea.
Wow, very cool.
Well, there was a guy a while ago driving around with a tractor trailer going to rinks and parking out on Saturday, and he had like glice down, and it was like a tutor kind of thing for kids to warm up before they went in and play hockey.
Ah, very cool. Kevin Pools, what do you got to say here? You magical creature, paging Craig Shapiro. By the way, Tom was a D-man for the Rangers Kings at age 60-ish. That's right. I turned 61 as I was on the island in Fiji when I turned 61. That was cool. I would love to do that again. Who we got back there?
Sophie, come here.
Sophie, that's right. Sophie. Good girl. That's all right, Sophie. Don't worry. We're almost done.
Hold on. Craig,
yep.
Go ahead. See ya.
Sophie, the sweet. My grandson.
She's currently incarcerated.
She's incarcerated. My
Yeah.
grandson. Did you know they have assisted suicide that's legal in Canada now?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm hoping Trudeau thinks about it.
No kid. Isn't that kind of weird? Like,
He's another piece of garbage, that guy.
well,
Another piece
I mean,
of
but
garbage.
think. All right, I'm not going to mention who, but there's somebody that I know. Her husband had a stroke, but he wasn't dead. Like he was still like somewhat functioning. Like he was still alert.
Yeah, sure.
They put him down. Like,
They put him down like a dog.
yeah.
Jeez.
I thought like what? I guess it's not that simple. You got to go in front of a panel
Oh, I'm
and
sure, yeah.
petition all that. But,
I'm sure he would have to sign off on it.
yeah, but what if you
then,
get to the
yeah.
point where he brain dead or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and people have come out of that stuff. They've
course.
survived.
Yeah,
It
I've
just-
been
nope,
living my
nope.
whole life brain dead.
I know. Yeah. So nope, we're done with you. You're paying the rear end. We're putting you down. Well, I just find that to be the strangest thing that
I
it
got
is.
a better story. Not better.
Yeah.
NHL guy, I know, you know him.
Yeah.
Both of them, right? So one's wife was like 9 months pregnant.
Right.
And they're both still playing.
Right.
So the other guy's wife said, well, watch your dog. I know it's a lot to take care of the dog, walk the dog, blah, 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 blah. So thanks. The dog goes there. Have the baby. Hey, we're coming over. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, we had to put him down.
Oh
I swear to God.
no!
Yes, true story. I'll tell you up there who
And
it was.
why did they have to put him down? Was there something?
I guess because he was kind of moving around, limping and stuff. But
But they went ahead. They went ahead and put down somebody
Yeah,
else's dog
yeah.
that they were
Oh,
watching.
yeah, I guess we forgot to tell you. You don't have to come by.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's a true story.
And these guys are teammates too, so they've got to sit in the locker room
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
When I
That's
tell you, it'll make sense.
That's almost as bad as I think you know the players involved, but there's a couple of players back when I was playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and one guy had a wife, and he went on the road. The other guy was hurt, so he stayed behind. And when the
There
first
you
guy,
go.
the husband, came home and found his teammate in bed with his wife.
Well, how about Rick Nash?
What?
So, Rick Nash was playing for the Suns.
Right.
His wife was Caucasian. The baby wasn't.
Oh,
It turned out to be his very best friend on the team.
imagine when the baby comes out, you're like,
Oops. Oops. Got a lot of
oh
explaining to do.
man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, oh man,
And the fact that it's public knowledge makes it even worse.
right.
Yeah.
So then I guess
They're not
Nash
playing.
doesn't raise the child.
That part I don't
Right.
know.
Imagine that though. Like, let's say you have a baby and you find out
I'm
15
Steve
years.
Nash. I'm sorry. I'm saying Rick
Yes.
Nash.
Yeah.
Steve Nash on
Yeah.
the Phoenix Suns. Yeah.
Canadian too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
man, you have a
Good
baby
talking.
and you don't realize till like 15 years old. For some reason, you find out it's not your child. You've raised it for 15 years.
Happens quite often, actually.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
It's a little
well
unnerving.
because you get attached to the child and everything,
Yeah.
and the child's attached to you.
You know what? So I was adopted, so I can understand
That's
how
right.
you could,
Yeah.
But like even my dad, because during the Depression, people gave kids away because they couldn't afford to feed them.
Right.
So what I thought was my uncle all those years was actually my dad's cousin.
Oh
My dad's family raised him as a brother. Yeah.
wow.
It's all good. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's the love too, right? It really, I mean, if your relationship with people, it doesn't necessarily. Well,
Yeah.
my first wife had a son from a previous marriage, so that was my stepson.
Mhm. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Beth looks at my boys as stepsons, even though
Yeah.
Beth and I aren't even married. Yeah.
Right.
Living
That's
in
right.
sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really the person, right? Like that was actually, some people are like, well, what are you doing raising somebody else's son? Well, I just actually thought it was a great experience, to be honest with you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Beth didn't give birth to Sophie, but we love her.
So are you used like so? I haven't had a dog in so long. It's still first when the dog comes over, it's running around having fun. It's not that bad, but then when it leaves, you go, oh, now it's that relief.
Yeah.
But so I guess it's your dog now. You're so used to having the dog around. Yeah.
I think she went nuts when I came home last night. Like I've been gone for years.
Isn't that true? That's the great thing about dogs, right?
Yeah.
You can be gone for 15 minutes or
Go to
15
the
years.
car and come back. She thought I
Yeah.
went away.
Yeah. That is the great
Went
thing
away.
about dogs.
That's what we say in Jersey. Went away.
Went away? Went away.
I guess to the state.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. What else is going on in the world that's interesting? Governed football. The Rangers start pretty soon, don't they? Isn't it this week?
Yeah. So what's going on with Lafreniere? I'm hearing reading a lot of bad stuff about his
Yeah.
attitude and
But we had Dave Maloney on our Full Change podcast, and he was speaking very highly of him. That his work ethic was good. They did a drill, like a one-on-one drill, like first or second day of training camp, and he went against Kreider Kreider's a bigger guy, stronger guy.
Sure.
And apparently,
Outworked
Lafreniere, apparently Kreider got so mad he threw him against the wall after a while because
Oh,
he just
really?
couldn't beat him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what it is too. It's those expectation kind of thing, right? I mean, everybody, and then you see Hughes doing so well, another first overall pick in New Jersey.
The thing is, my worry is you trade him and then he has a 30 or 35 years goal season.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
And Rangers aren't exclusive to this, but this happens.
Yeah. And it's a first overall pick in the draft. You're not going to get that back in return.
Right. A lot of pressure on him.
Yeah. Again, that's the thing. You're just not going to get very much for him.
I think in his defense, his first year of pro hockey was the bubble hockey because of COVID.
Yeah.
And you wonder if that impacted his development. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It just, to me, when I watch him again, 2 years ago in the playoffs, man, he had it going. Like he was banging and crashing.
Wasn't the knock his skating that he just can't get there or something?
Yeah,
that was the weak part of his game. That's
I don't think he's not.
First overall, be a weak skater.
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't make sense to me at all.
That is the thing. You look at New Jersey, like speed. Oh man, they're a fast team. Yeah.
The whole league. That's what it takes now.
Yeah. Yes, we should. Barry, thank you for reminding it. We got off that topic a little bit, but again, we want to make sure everybody realizes. And again, we don't want to stir, scare people to death, but you do need to be alert, even over here, whether you're Jewish or not Jewish, whether you're in a synagogue or not. Again, with our borders being open the way they are right now, we just don't know who has come in. So
just don't deny your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right.
Yeah.
And if it is right, you're still alive.
Yeah, totally.
If you ignore it, it could be a bad day.
Yes, everybody be safe. And again, you're right. We are praying for all the people in Israel
Absolutely.
over there. It's just
apparently we've lost some Americans over there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so people stranded there too. Yeah, my oldest son, he was going to be going over there in a couple of weeks, but he's not now.
No.
Yeah, definitely. All right, buddy.
All right, Tom.
Great to see you again, Mr. Puttenvink. Again, so two things you need to promote. You got the Full Change podcast. Please go on any podcast platform, like, share, make a comment. And then we've got Patriot Training Systems, Mr. Mark Puttenvink. What a thrill that would be to train with you. You know that? Like just to walk into the gym. Does the music kind of go up or something like that and the lights go on when you walk in the gym?
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Planes fly over, fireworks go off. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
When I make a speech, if it's a hockey speech, especially if Ron Duguay's there, I tell the story about my first year in the league. The older guys, as you know, especially back then, were always helping the young guys, get them words of advice. And Duguay was, he's Mr. Studio 54 and everything. So he was a great guy, great teammate.
Yeah.
I sat down on the bus after a game one night, and he's sitting behind me. He taps me on the shoulder, and seriously, I make a big deal about it in the speech. I say, like the lights when he tapped me, and I said, this is going to be a major moment in my life. This is going to be life changing when he talks to me, and the music's coming on, and I do this when he's in the audience, and it's pretty funny getting his reaction. He's kind of turning red, and then he says to me, Tom, sleep's overrated. You only need 2 hours of sleep every night. That's exactly what he said to me too, and I just died laughing because you're used to getting some wisdom or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what he did. So, all right, buddy. Again, everybody, be careful out there. Help each other out. Let's have a fantastic week.
Get it.